Let Take two. Hello, everyone. This is Jomar Hilario, and welcome to our show, Autopilot 202. This is making the affiliate marketing blog post. This is a demo webinar. You're gonna be seeing a page being created right in front of you, and just a review. What is this? We are making a blog post intended to create some sort of semi-passive income for us. And what I mean by that is it gives us income whether we promote it or not. And the reason why that works is an affiliate marketing blog post is usually long, from 20 to 60 pages long. So that's just one blog post. And can you just type in, if my audio is clear, can you just type in the word long, L-O-N-G? Or you can type in, yes, it's long. It's much better. Now, that blog post sounds scary, but it's actually a lot of copy. You're just doing copy work, meaning literally you copy some stuff that you see on screen and type it in. And you can also copy and paste from the official website of the product that you're promoting. And so it looks like you're about to make an essay that's 60 pages long, but it's actually you are about to copy. Can you just type it in? I can copy. Type it in. I can copy. Yes, I can copy. Because if you can copy words from the official product owner, then you can do affiliate marketing. Now, the sheer number of words, because you can copy words from the official website, will attract people who search using Google or any search engine to your long review post. And that allows you to get income because you don't even have to promote, okay, that blog post, because it's just gonna keep bringing you new people. This is primarily because of this phenomenon called SEO. Can you type that in? SEO, letter S, letter E, and letter O. Let me show you the blog post that we are going to copy right now. Okay. Sorry, I muted myself again. So let's do it again. So we're gonna copy this blog post here. See that? And this was created using Thrive themes. So we're gonna use Thrive themes to create it as well. So it's gonna be easier to copy because we're using the same tool. And it actually promotes a product called Thrive Leads. It's on the title. And Thrive Leads is part of this big product called Thrive Themes, which we're going to use tonight. Okay, so in the live event, we've already gone through this page. Now, how many of you have not seen the live event videos? It was available Sunday night. It was already available Sunday night. And the copy of this landing page, you call it a landing page, okay, or blog post, is also there. Are you able to check if the videos are there? Well, I can tell you it's there. I'm the one who put it there. Okay. So the live event, if you're looking for the details on what is Jomar talking about, it's all there. Virtual Careers Academy. You can see what are the components of this page. Okay. and why those components are there. It's all there. I put it in the recording. Can you type in, I saw the recording, if you have actually seen it? Okay. In a bit, if I find it, I'm going to look for the recording. I'm going to show you it's actually there. It's been there since Sunday. Okay. I made sure that you can actually access it before today. Okay. By the way, for super lazy people, here is the link. There, that's the link to the video, directly to the blog post where you can find that one. Okay. Let me show it to you. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, here it is. There, that's the 4-hour video already edited of the live event. You can also download it. Okay, that's already in the Autopilot Income 202 website. Okay, so to get into the detail of that blog post, why should we copy it? The why, you should go hit this video. Okay, I'm not going to repeat the lessons there. Because it's really long. We went through many different kinds of blog posts, and some of those blog posts are actually here that we went through, all of them actually. So it's available for you here. You can see it here, the handouts. These are not literally handouts. These are really long blog posts that I converted to PDF, and you can use this as an example of the kind of blog post you can create. So there's a resources blog post. The two of those is a review blog post. There's a list or tools blog post there. What's in my backpack? And some articles on content upgrades, which you can also include inside your blog post. Okay, so that's the website. That's the website. Autopilot Income details. Okay. Now, can I ask a favor from everyone? So, what is the goal? Why are we doing this? And I need you to actually say that. Okay, please let me know, how do you understand, why are we doing this? Why are we making a blog post that reviews a product? What is your personal reason for being here? And just to be clear, I want you to actually write it down, because I need to be able to address it. If there is a reason for you to be here that I'm not planning to address, then I'm gonna address it. So please do type in. For the next 5 minutes, I'm just going to introduce myself for those who don't know who I am. And then we're going to proceed with the demo. Is that okay? So my name is Jomer Hilario. I'm a father of 4. I'm homeschooled 3 children. I spent the whole day today in Kidzania. And I was accompanied by 4. Kidzania is this playground, massive playground full of real world companies. And kids are supposed to work, and kids are supposed to be rewarded. And I was joined by 4 schools. So good thing that I only saw them for 2 hours. When they were gone, it was like Kidzania was just me and my son. And we were just 2 of us. We were just spending the whole day together, essentially in Kidzania. And that's one of the reasons why we are here. We want to be able to do stuff like that without guilt and regularly, right? And we want to spend a lot of time with our families. And one of the reasons why I teach Autopilot 202, the actual name of the course is Autopilot Income 202, and that's our purpose, to teach. My purpose is to teach you how do you create something that can, in the long term, give you some sort of income, autopilot dollars, sort of like that. And it's autopilot because of, help me out here, type the word search engine optimization, which in Tagalog is, if you have a lot of words in your blog reviewing a specific item, and that review is meaningful, and that review is full of screenshots, people tend to discover it, okay? Especially if you have a newer review. And when they tend to discover it, they tend to buy from the article that reviews the product. And in the case of this product I'm featuring, you get 50% of the sale. So if the product is $200, each purchase by strangers online, you give you $100. And then every year you receive a passive, oh, there it is, a passive income because the product has a yearly and a monthly recurring. So the person buys once and then you keep earning. So is that a good idea? Can you tell me, is that something you'd be interested in learning? Like set up a blog post that can get you that 50% income from whatever the price is, and then every month or every year you get passive. So if you're interested in that and we're talking about dollars, then go, right? Go. So one of the requirements doing this is your own website, preferably in WordPress, and then of course 5 things. Okay, I'm gonna have to open up my own blog, my own WordPress. And for those of you who don't have a WordPress account yet, I can actually guide you there. I have a recommended website where you can, I'll teach you how to make the blog. It's very, very quick and simple. However, I'm not going to wait for you to make the blog now, primarily because, excuse me, if you make the blog now, the hardest part of the blog is deciding on the name, and we really can't wait for you to decide on the name. So I'm just going to give you some links, okay? So Shell says, I'm here because I want to find out if I need to make a blog post for the choker product I'm doing affiliate marketing for. Shelleen, the product you're selling is actually low priced. So you don't necessarily need to make a review blog post. You do need to make a lot of regular Instagram pictures of the choker, because your product is a choker, right? You know, something you put in someone's neck. It's a jewelry, and jewelry, unless you have high priced jewelry, you don't really need a long blog post. What we're selling here is actually digital services, software that online people use. So that's where the affiliate marketing comes in, because if they're selling $300 products, they're not just gonna buy because they read 2 sentences. You understand me? Everybody type the word. Higher price equals higher number of words needed. You need a lot of words for the high price to be justified. Okay, so let's go to step number 1. Okay, I'm gonna type in the steps so you guys can see. As we go along, I'm gonna type in the steps. Okay, so let me just shift. Step number 1, set up your hosted WordPress. Okay. Wait. So setup of your, bakit nawawala? Where is that? Okay. Dali ah. So set up your hosted WordPress is step number 1. It's too big, sorry. And that one, I'm going to assume you will do some other time, not now. Setting up the hosted WordPress will take time because of you have to make a decision regarding the name of your blog. Usually your name, but some people can't really make a decision immediately, so I'm not going to tackle that. Now, the link to use, create your own WordPress is there. That's the link, jomar.club/chatwordpress. The easiest way I've figured out how to make a WordPress blog is to chat with the customer service and ask them to make it for you. So they make it for you. So that's really good, especially if you're first time. Now, the second thing you need to do is to make sure you purchase, and I'm not kidding, purchase Thrive Themes. Here's the link. Now, this is necessary because it turns out that the world's favorite website maker is called WordPress. However, WordPress, it turns out, is so hard to use for first-timers. So people like Thrive Teams have developed a system that makes it easier to use. So this one makes it easy to use WordPress. Now you may say, why don't we just use the competitor of WordPress that is easier to use? That's actually valid. The reason why you don't want to use, let's say, Squarespace, however, go ahead if you want, it's more expensive. Squarespace, you can use that. Wix, you can use that. The problem with Squarespace, Wix, they are not blogging platforms. Wix is not a blogging platform. You cannot make a blog for it. Squarespace is a blogging platform. You can start free with Wix, but it's not a blog. Squarespace, you have to pay, just like Posted WordPress and Thrive Themes. You still have to pay. So but it's expensive. Okay. So there are some options to do that, but oh yeah, you can do Blogspot. What will happen is it's going to be free, but your site is going to be ugly. So you kind of lose. We've already figured out that the easiest way to do this is just go hit WordPress and just pay for both the hosted WordPress and the Thrive Themes. All your other choices aren't really great. Okay. Now this is the part where I'll have to stop talking about this because we are really not in the business of arguing, oh, what is the cheapest way to do this and stuff like that. Actually, what we're really after, if you're talking to me now, is not the cheapest way to do this. It's the cheapest and the fastest. Everybody type the word cheapest and fastest. It's the cheapest and the fastest way to do it. Because if you're gonna go through the cheapest, I've spent more than 10 years looking for the answer. The cheapest and the fastest. This is what I've come up with. Creating a blog spot is the cheapest. But you will spend so much time making sure it looks good because it will look ugly. And an ugly website equals no trust. Everybody say the word. Type it in. Ugly equals no trust or very low trust. You can put in low trust. Website looks ugly, your website looks old, your web post looks old, people do not trust it, so why are they going to buy from it? You get me? So that's very important. Don't make an ugly website, and make sure your website looks great when people are using cell phones. Okay, it has to be cell phone friendly. Okay? Smartphone friendly. And the easiest way to do that is go use number 1, number 2. A hosted WordPress and Thrive Themes. Now somebody is asking, I don't have a credit card. How do I do this? Very simple. The easiest way to buy for credit cards, right? By the way, this is really a normal problem. All you have to do is just get yourself a Gcash. Gcash gives you an Amex card. It also gives you a MasterCard. I mean, it gives you 2 cards. Now, somebody is going to say, I'm not in the Philippines, therefore, I can't get a Gcash. Actually, it's not true. Go get your brother or sister a Gcash and ask the person for the card. Now, the card is not really a card. It's a card number. They won't give you a physical card. It's just a card number. So you can readily ask your brother or your sister who has a Globe, cell phone, to okay, register for Gcash, and then that's all you can do that. You can do that online. I think I did that online, Gcash. And after you register for Gcash, you dig in where you can find the American Express number and the MasterCard number for the Gcash, and now you can buy and sell using that. All you have to do is everybody say load money into the Gcash. and your relatives in the Philippines can do it for you. That's the easiest way I can figure out how you can buy using cards. Now, another way I think is Payoneer, but I haven't checked yet. Okay, Payoneer will actually give you a credit card. It doesn't matter where you are in the world, as long as you can go to payoneer.com. So try that out, so you can actually get yourself a credit card. So in the future, I'll be making a blog post about this, addressing the problem of I don't have a credit card. I'm not in the Philippines. Okay, so it's Gcash and Payoneer. So there it is, Payoneer.com. I hope that answers that, so we can proceed to the actual demo. Okay. Thank you for the question. Who is there to ask the question? Janice. Thank you for the question, Janice. Janice, do let me know if you're able to do that or not, so I can find more ways to do that. Right? So the step 3, now that we have I'm gonna assume we have a blog using WordPress. Okay? So I'm gonna show you my WordPress blog. So by the way, you use the link I'm giving you because that will give you the tutorial. Okay. So I'm not sure. Did I send you the links? Okay. Just a moment. I'm kind of confused where you guys are. Either. Okay. All right. So you should be able to see. There it is. That's my WordPress. Okay. Now loading. When you purchase Thrive, you actually load Thrive here. So let me just open up Thrive for a moment so you can see what to do. Thrive Themes is a separate product. You buy that, and then after purchasing, let me open up the website for you so you can see it also. So this is my WordPress. WordPress comes in essentially an empty website. Okay, so that's what it looks like. So there are no posts. Your identity is not there. Nobody knows who you are. You don't have to add anything to it for now. And the first thing you have to add though is Thrive. So what you need to do is you go and buy Thrive, and I gave you the link already. So I'm gonna give you the link again. By the way, I can give you the entire list in the chat room, just so you have a copy. There it is. Just click on those links. So once you have purchased Thrive, here you just log in, member login, and then username, password. So mali. Why don't I know the password? Okay, let me check this one. Alam niyo ba, the hardest thing for me to do is to remember password. So I have to remove this sharing stuff while I guess the password. Okay, I'll just guess the password while you chill out muna. I'm looking for my password, so I'm really sorry if you're just waiting for me for my password because I forgot. Right? I forgot my password again. Yeah, at least alam niyo, no, hindi lang kayo nakakalimot ng password. I need to guess my password. I need you guys to ask a question about anything so far. If you have any questions so far, please. And if you have no question, can you just tell me your goals? Why are you here? So at least Shell has told me her goals. How about the rest of you? You're just interested because you're here, but you don't really know, you don't really want to learn. God, sayang naman, ganun. Ganun ba? You just tell me so I know, okay? So I have a question. Who is excited to learn how to earn semi-passively? Make something now, spend 2 weeks on it, and then it might give you money for many years to come. Anybody interested? You don't need a different domain. Nobody really cares what's the name of your domain. In the case, you can just use your first name, last name, level. Okay lang. A different domain, however, is called a different .com. You don't need a different .com. Could be your blog post. It could be your blog you use for VA. As long as people really just pay attention to the content of the review. Not necessarily the domain name or the .com. Okay, here's my tribe teams. Okay, here's my tribe. By the way, there's a contest. First person to do this before Valentine's Day wins a free course, a free solo course in the Virtual Careers Academy. Can you type that in? Free course if you are able to do this. So let me just show that. There is a contest. I announced it in the live event. Among everybody here, first person to complete a 20+ page review blog post wins a free solo course in Virtual Careers Academy. Sinabing solo course, mga less than 10,000 pesos. So all you gotta do, you have to finish by Feb 13. Okay, it's a contest. Hope you're inspired to do something. Because all you gotta do is actually copy what I do. Just copy this. And if you could push yourself to copy this, then you are well motivated. Okay? So, Nag says, I'm interested to learn how to earn passive income. Thank you very much. Levy, for example, you have one domain. If I'm promoting Virtual Careers Academy and Tutors Club at the same time, yeah. Let me show Nag a example of what she means. So this is Nag. I'm not sure who's asking that question. Okay, so I have a Soriano.com/Truly great. So this is the one she uses to promote PRC. And there's another one, levysoriano.com/Thrive Themes Review 2018. Let's say that's the name. So you have only one domain name. There. By the way, all domain names are lowercase. And you have 2 blog posts promoting 2 different things. I hope that was very clear, Levy. Okay? Jesse said, first person to complete a 20+ page review blog post wins a free solo course in Virtual Careers Academy by February 30. Correct. Okay, that's it. So these are our announcements sheet. Thank you very much. So let's proceed with the demo. Right? Thank you, Levy, for the question. So the dashboard, where's the dashboard at? So this is the Thrive dashboard. By the way, this part is super basic. You don't need me to tell you this, but I'll tell you anyway. If you're a first timer, you don't know how to load the Thrive themes, you're gonna have to do this. So go download all these plugins, right? Download all these themes. So how do you download? Just press this one there. Download that one. And then after you download the Thrive Optimize, you download everything here, essentially. Your most critical is Thrive Architect, which is the tool we're going to use. So it's already downloading it. So I'm going to shift now to the our WordPress. Okay. I'm not going to show you how I set it up because, as I said, to set up that WordPress, you just have to chat with somebody and they're going to make it for you. So this is WordPress, and I just need to go to plugins. Wait, I'm going to make it massive. Sorry, too big. Go to plugins and add new on the left side. And then you're going to upload the plugin that you just downloaded. Now, I don't know if the plugin has finished downloading, so I'm going to click on that and choose it. And let's see if it's already available in downloads. So there it is. That's the name of that. It's 341 KB. I open it and then I install now. So you do this for all the plugins found in Thrive Themes. So the recommendation is to actually buy Thrive Themes and Thrive Architect specifically. And then after you, yeah, there it is. It's already installed. All you gotta do now is click on Activate. Okay. Okay. Now that we've activated it, there it is, plugin activated. Okay. Then it says version of Thrive is not the required one. Please update it before. So it says I need to update this tool, Thrive Architect. I just said Thrive Architect is our main app. So if it says please update, just follow and just look for it down here and click on update now. Now it is everybody type the word standard procedure. Okay. Standard procedure in the world of WordPress. Okay, that if one of the tools you use is going to be updated, you need to update all the other ones related. So Thrive Architect is updating, so it says Thrive leads need to be updated. So I'll just update Thrive leads as well, and Thrive Ultimatum, all the other Thrive ones, since they all come together. Everybody type the word family. Since they are all in one family, only one new set of people have actually created it. I'll just update everything. As long as it says it's part of Thrive. Okay? So updating actually takes a while. See that? Especially for large tools like this one. Okay? So that's one of those things that you normally don't. Nobody teaches you that. Usually you don't. You learn that by experience. Okay, it doesn't work. Why? Oh, you need to update it. Okay? So we have no choice. We need to wait for that. Now, since we're waiting for that, let's go visit our blog post, the one we're gonna copy. Okay, and check it out. I'm gonna show this to you, and then I want you guys to tell me what you see. What are the elements of the blog post we're gonna copy? Okay, this is the blog post, and it starts with a title. Under the title is what? What do you actually see? And this is recitation while we're waiting. While we're waiting for the actual updating, you might as well use the time to analyze what is it you see. Now, I'm going to give you the link to this blog post, and please do scroll through so you can figure out what are the things you need to see. Okay? Copying is actually harder than most people think. But it beats creative thinking. I mean, copying is better than creative thinking. It's easier to do. If you at this point, if you are checking out the link, please type in the words "I'm checking out the link" so I know what's happening. Okay? I'm just updating every one of those Thrive tools so we don't have to wait later. Maybe. Can you type ready if you're ready for me to actually copy this? I will be doing this slowly. You're now seeing the WordPress page, dashboard, WordPress dashboard. I'm going to go to new and click on page. Type the word page. Okay? New page. not post, new page. So I'm gonna wait for it to load a brand new page. Type the word page so we don't make a mistake of doing a brand new post. Okay, the page is it's empty, so you give it a name. Since we're copying somebody else's work, the name of our page is actually the same as his. So we're just gonna copy a little bit. Yeah. So since you've seen what the page looks like, then here's the title, same. Now, it's gonna have to say Thrive Leaves Review because that's the template for the title. But the second part, that's not, personally, we have not achieved this. New subscribers in 60 days. So I'm just gonna remove the number. Okay. How you can get new subscribers in 60 days. So I got rid of this number because that's personally his record. I cannot claim to have it. So that's my title. I just need to click publish. That's actually a standard procedure for Thrive. You just type in the title and then immediately, there's nothing there. Just click publish. Okay. Now that I've published it, I'm gonna edit with the Thrive Architects, which will open up a brand new page. Now this is my live virtual careers blog. So it's not the fastest thing on the planet. It works. It just needs some encouragement so it goes faster. So we need to be patient as it loads. There it is. Now, since this is a blog post, that's a review. Mali pala, no? Dapat hindi ko nilagay sa page. Okay lang actually, page or blog. It doesn't matter. Pero, for your purposes, dapat pala ilagay nyo sa post. So, let me just copy this title and do it all over again. Yeah. And exit that. And I'm going to go to post, new, tapos post. Mali eh. Sorry. It must be a blog post instead of a page. A post is something that happens every day. Newspaper post, the daily post. A page is something that's always there, like resources, about me, and all those things. So since we are creating a review, so this is not something that should always be there. So it has to be a post. Just trust me, it's a post. And then you type in the new post and then click publish and then edit with Thrive Architect. So Bobby Rose, Nag, Lorenzo, Sean, Jesse, so sorry, it has to be a post. Can you type the word post, not page? Okay, so I've already done it. I entered the title, I pressed publish. Now I'm ready to edit in Thrive Architect, which is that green button there that obviously is trying to get your attention, right? Edit in Thrive Architect. And I'm just gonna wait for the thing to load. Now, it's actually loaded. Okay, this is the post. It's empty, okay? Now I'm going to make it wider so I can see what the actual thing looks like. Okay, so that's what it looks like. So this is my blog. So meron siyang mga ganyan details. All the other details, not important to me because that's my blog. Yours is probably empty. So I'm just gonna make it this wide. So I'm now ready to copy my blog post. So I'm gonna change. I'm gonna change something so you can actually see the whole thing. Okay. So we are ready. So how do you do this? You side by side the two. Okay? On one side is that, and the other side is that. Because your goal is to copy. You're not actually gonna copy 100%. You're generally gonna copy the format and some of the stuff that are actually all legal to copy. By the way, discussion on the copyright issues of this is also found in the live events. So if your brain is saying that's a copyright violation, please go to the live event recording so you can have a full treatment of why this is not a copyright violation. Okay, I'm gonna flip this over because I'm copying from the right. Because first of all, the thing that I'm trying to copy is on the right, so I can actually see it. It's easier. Okay, so very easy. Now, there is a shortcut to copying, but I can't do that because I don't own the blog. So I'll have to do it manually. So what is this? There is a box there. So all I need to do on the left side, everybody type the word ready na. If you're ready to see this demo, please type the word ready na, and so we can actually begin copying. Okay? Say. Now I'm gonna try to remove my video because when I do this thing, I may not smile, right? Because I'm focusing. It's kind of hard to smile when you say this. So I'm gonna remove the video so actually you can concentrate on the actual thing that's happening on screen, not my face. You don't need to look at my face. You need to focus on the video, okay? So wait a minute, where is that? Right there. Okay, there it is. Okay, so I need to get on the left is a content box. I put it here. Why is it there? Because it's content. Okay, so simple. Content is anything. So I can see there are two columns. So inside my content box, there's nothing. Well, meron siyang lighter shade in content box niya. So I'm gonna scroll down, and I'm going to look for where you can put in a shade. You know, medyo, it's not really white. That it has a background color. So there, see, it has some sort of background. So I'm gonna click on this one and locate a gray shade like this one and apply it. So I now have some sort of gray shade, not exactly the same. I can move it here, lighten it up, and apply. Okay. Then after that, I already have that shady thing. Now I'm gonna go up here on the upper left to go back because I'm finished with the content box. It's like a box with a gray shade. I now need to put columns, and this has how many columns? 2. So in this column, I just have to drag it into here. Now this is the magic of Thrive Themes, by the way. So drag the column there. Oh, it's the wrong place. I need to delete it. So what are the controls? This one is up. This is a cross, so you can use it to move. This is a copy icon, so you can use it to copy. And this is a trash can icon, which you can use to delete. So I'm gonna delete that. Right? Why? Because I need to show it again. So from the columns, I can move this and bring it inside the content box, inside. It says so inside. So I'm gonna bring that there. So it has 2 columns, so I'm just gonna give it here 2 columns, right? And yeah, it has 2 columns. That's wrong. Hindi naman 2 columns yan. 2 rows yan. Yan ba column? Okay, I need 2 rows. So if you made a mistake, you just go here and click on undo or press Ctrl Z. Same thing. I'm gonna undo that because I made a mistake. Right? I click it again. I need to undo again because I don't like what happened. Undo. And if I'm really unhappy, I'll just erase this. Erase. Yeah, okay. So I'm back to the content box. It says 2 columns. Let me check it again. Columns here. It's asking me how many columns do I want. I want 2 columns. Right? So, anyway. So, bakit ganyan itsura ng column? Pinapahirapan naman ako nito. Anyway, let's try it. Something is wrong with my columns. Bakit siya isa sa baba, isa sa taas? Hindi ganyan ang columns. Try natin dito. Balik ako dito. Drag ko tong column sa taas. There. Below. Tapos pili ko itong column na ganyan. Hindi siya, alam ko na kung bakit. It's too narrow. Make it thicker. Yan. Okay. I made the screen too narrow, so it was designed for cell phones. So the columns look one on top of the other. So I need to make it wider para lumabas yung totoong columns. Yan. Columns are left and right. Okay. So I'm gonna remove this para hindi kayo nako-confuse. So I'm gonna actually remove all of it. Yeah, yung columns. And do it again. So Again, we have the content box. Let me check if you guys are asking questions. I don't know if you're asking questions. Okay, you're not. So let me go back to teaching. Okay, so I go to columns and drag it here inside the content box. I select two, right? I duplicate it by pressing the duplicate icon. Can you see the duplicate icon? Type the word, I can see the duplicate. Now, all the things here in Thrive Themes, there are three things you can do. You can drag things around by using the cross, drag it down here, yeah, the columns, or you can drag it up here, there, or you can drag it in the content box. Content box are literally just boxes. They contain stuff, okay? And so if you want to move something together, you put it together in the content box. So this individual, when you move the mouse, and then you see that arrow right, left, cross, you just drag the thing and make it go where you want it to go. In this case, you can make go to below the content box, above the content box, nawawala yung inside the content box, nakakainis. Pero dapat meron, okay? So now the other options you have is when you go here sa middle, lalabas yung two options on the right, which is duplicate and then delete. The trash can and the icon for parang two pieces of paper. And you click that so that you can actually copy, and then you can actually delete, okay? Let me just check if you have questions so I don't just rush through this thing. This is the interface of Thrive Themes. Need you to know what it is. Okay. Clear. Okay. So a moment, I'm gonna rearrange the screen again para makikita ko yung questions mo. Which means palilitin ko to. I have to make this smaller kasi you guys need to see what I'm actually doing. And I need to be able to see your comments. Kasi hindi kayo pwede magsalita eh. So kailangan makita ko yung comments na written. Yeah. Okay, so this is what we're trying to copy. This is what it looks like. So I'm going to erase this thing again. Simula pa lang. And I'm going to put in those columns again. So go to columns. You can just click on it actually, or you can just drag. I prefer to drag. So if you make any mistake, what do you press? Control Z or undo on the left-hand corner. Lower left-hand corner is undo everything that you want to, you made a mistake. So just erase, either erase that, just do an undo. Okay. So I'm gonna go to columns and I'm gonna drag it so I can actually put it inside the content box. Okay, it has two, and then I'm actually gonna press the duplicate because there has to be four. See that? 4. Now I go back here, upper left-hand corner, to see the other options that I can add. And what we're trying to copy is star rating and an icon. An icon, a word, and a star rating. So remember that we need to locate an icon. Where would the icon be? There it is, the star, the rocket ship. Just drag the icon there inside the column, and it's gonna ask you to choose an icon. So this is Thrive Themes. So look for an icon that says functionality. So we can actually use the actual icon he used. Okay, you can type the word chart. That's because it looks like a chart. So I'm going to use a chart. There it is. There, same icon, right? And obviously you want to copy that. Why? I'll show you. Copy this, move it to the right. Sorry. click on it, move the cross to the right. So you now have another icon, but this icon is a smiley face. So you just click on it. So you can, where's that icon? Change icon. Don't know how to change icon. Can we actually change icon? Meron ba? Icon chart. There it is. This one. Select an icon. I can type the word smile. And pretty much I'll get this smiley icon there and change that. Okay? Same process with the others. Okay? Everybody say the words. Answer my question. Is it easy or is it hard to do this? So I'm going to duplicate that also. Duplicate again. Drag that icon here. Sorry. When you drag it, you have to see the cross. And drag the cross. Drag this. Drag the cross there. And I need a dollar sign icon there. So I click it, I double click it, and I go click icon, and I type the word dollar. It's the dollar sign, and I click that. And the next one is a question mark. So click that, double click that. I'll go to the icon part and type the word question mark. Yeah. Or type the word question. So you can find your icon. Now, I didn't actually follow exactly, okay? Because I don't really want to follow exactly, but generally, it's almost a copy. You see that? Now, I go back. Is anybody confused at this point? All I did was click, select, copy, copy, replace. Now, there's a star rating here because underneath these icons is a word and the star rating. Now, adding a word is fairly straightforward. All you have to do is click on paragraph text and drag it underneath the icon. So it has to be below icon. There, see that? So there's a text, and I can put in the words functionality. Now, I could have typed it in, or I could just copy it here. I mean, if you're lazy, right? So this functionality is should be centered. So I'll go to alignment and center it like that. Okay? And this functionality is bold, so it's kind of dark. So I'm going to click on bold here. Now, how do you select that? Select the whole thing first, and then press B. And that's it, functionality. Let me check on Janice, who said, easy as I can see, but I'm not sure if still easy if I'm the one to do it. Thank you very much, Janice, for honesty. Okay, yeah, if you're not used to using computers, you're gonna have a hard time. Let me repeat. If you are not used to using the mouse, the computer, anything you do on the computer will be hard. So if I were you, I'd start playing computer games. No kidding. Start playing a lot of computer games. So any one of these mouse moves, you say, okay, that's simple. It's just a mouse move. Because most of the stuff I'm doing is a mouse move. So if you're not used to the mouse, left click, right click, control A, control, stuff like that, it's easily learned if you play computer games. So everybody type the word. If I'm not used to this, I will start playing computer games. One of the games that you can actually learn is solitaire. You have solitaire in your Windows? Master it. See if you can play solitaire and Minesweeper as fast as you can. Because people are slow in doing this because they're not used to the mouse and the keyboard. That's the problem. Right? So since I'm super, super lazy, I'm just gonna copy this, copy, 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 and click and drag. I'm just gonna drag it on the below icon. I'm on the word functionality, and I can see that triangle, that cross. So I bring my cursor to the cross, and my cursor becomes a cross. And I drag down until I see the words below icon, and I release the mouse. And I made a mistake, so I click on here and click undo. So I made a mistake, okay? So when you make a mistake, just click on undo. So again, let me just drag this to the right place. It has to be under the icon, there. Right? And this one actually belongs here in the column. And this one belongs under that icon. And this word, I bring the mouse over to the cross. The mouse becomes a cross. I hold down the left mouse button to drag underneath the dollar sign, and I see the words in blue below icon, and I release the left mouse button. At this point, my fingers on the left side of my hand, I'm left-handed, is medyo, it's hard. It's hard. It's not really easy to use the mouse, but it's easier than using fingers on an iPad. So yes, that's actually a complicated mouse move. Yeah, it is a complicated mouse move because my finger is always on the left click on the mouse. And if that is something you don't want to do or you can't study, then you really have to evaluate. Do you really prefer to just type? Do you really prefer to just be a salesperson? Do you really prefer to just go on a boat and be away from your family? Do you really prefer to be off W? Do you really prefer to do that 4-hour, 2-hour, 1-hour trip every day instead of learning how to use a mouse quickly? Because that's probably one of the things that slow people down, usage of the mouse. Okay? So here's the star rating. Now, if you're a first timer, this is what will happen. I'm gonna imitate first timer. Paragraph, heading, image, button, columns, background. And then at this point, the first timer will say, why isn't this alphabetically sorted, right? Because how are you going to figure things if they're not alphabetically sorted? Correct. So what you normally should do is go to search and type the word star. And there it is. Why am I looking for star? Because it has a star rating here. I'm going to copy it. So instead of saying, hey, this thing is confusing, it's foundation, it's not alphabetically sorted, building blocks, again, not alphabetically sorted, and all this other stuff. It's kind of Thrive integrations. It's like confusing, right? So don't be confused. Let's type, you're looking for a star rating, type the word STAR. And by the way, how did I know to type that? There's a Q here. See that Q? That means search. So if I type in something in the back blank here, star, I see the star rating, which I will drag underneath the word. And there's a star rating. And since it's not in the right place, I am going to move this and look for my favorite center. There it is. And the center is always like under alignment there. So now, again, this is not the right place because functionality is it's too far away. See that? These are too far away from the original. Remember, you have to copy that. Yeah, we have to copy even the far away and nearness of the things, right? They're really too far away. But we can address that a little bit later. Okay. Now, I need now to fix these words. Now, what is the word? Functionality, ease of use, price, support. So I prefer to type, so instead ease of use. Bring the mouse over to functionality under the question mark. Double click to highlight everything. Press delete. And then start typing support, right? And then here under the second run, under functionality, under the dollar sign, I double click to highlight the whole thing. I type the word price. Yeah. Notice I didn't really copy the position, but that's okay because now I have that. Now I am now ready for my star rating, and the star rating, I need to make it closer to the word functionality because here it's a bit closer, right? It's not as far as this. So I wanted to go closer. How do I make it closer? So this is the part that is, everybody type the word arranging. This is the part that's sort of like, oh wow, this is arranging stuff. And if you ever arrange stuff at home, you move to a new apartment and you didn't plan where you're gonna put the furniture, and your husband or wife says, no, put this here. No, put that there. No, let's move it here. Let's see what it looks like. And you don't use computers to check out where furniture should be done. It's really tiring. Just keep moving furniture around. So it's much like that. This is much like that. You need to just master this layout and position part here on the left side, because that will allow you to move this thing up and down. Let me show you. This first part here above frame with the 20, I just need to bring the mouse below the 20 and above that arrow, arrow, and then move it and drag it, drag it up and down there. As you can see, the arrow is moving based on where I drag. By the way, you know what I mean by drag? It's holding down the mouse button, so something that you're holding is, you can touch it, you can hold it. That's a drag. That's how you move cards in solitaire. You drag by bringing down the mouse button on an object. So you're holding onto this object. So my mouse is above this the cross, above the 3 stars, and I'm holding down the left mouse button and dragging. So that's how you drag. Now in this case, I'm dragging underneath the -16 arrow number. There's an upper left hand, there's an arrow up. You see that? You see the arrow up with the -16? I'm dragging there. Okay. And the effect is my star rating is moving up and down like crazy. So that's how it works. It's not, it's not as easy as, okay, I'm gonna hold on to this arrow and bring it to the top. It doesn't work that way. You need to go here into the frame, under layout and position. See this, layout and position, and then go to the frame, the top frame, and then move, drag the arrow down. Yeah, there. I hope you can see this. All right. So now it's in the right position. As far as I'm concerned, it's like closer to the word functionality. That's the same thing if you want to move the word functionality and move it closer to the icon. Okay, it's the same thing. You click on it. So you click on the word functionality, and then you look for the position, layout position, and then you drag below the 0, and the functionality will just also move the same way. See that? So if you want to go faster, you click on ease of use, make sure that one appears, and then you move this closer to the icon. Click on support, make sure you're clicking on the word support, and under layout and position, you move it closer to the question mark. The price, under layout and position, you position the mouse over the upper right and the upper arrow underneath the 0, and do not let go of the left mouse cursor there, and you can move everybody up. Okay, this is the star rating, and it's 2 stars, right? Since we're just copying, it has to be 5 stars. So how do you make this 2 stars into 5 stars? This is a star rating. How do you get this left side to display star? Earlier we're in functionality, right? So the left side is paragraph and text. If I click on icon, the left side is icon. If I click on the star, the left side is a star. So I just have to go here and select 5. So I have 5 stars. Okay? And now it's just a matter of copying that first thing that I just created. So there's a copy icon. See that? Now, you might say, oh, Jomar, that seems to be fast. So I'm going to stop here. Are you able to follow? Please note there's a recording of this, and all I'm doing is repeating everything. Okay, I made 1 icon, then I made 3 icons. I made 1 text, then I made 3 texts. Then I just made a 5-star rating, and I moved it around so it's closer to the word functionality, and I'm about to duplicate these 5 stars. I'm going to click on the duplicate icon here beside the cross. Do it several times because there are 4. Click 1, bring my mouse over to the cross, and drag it to ease of use. Repeat again for support, and then repeat again for price until I see that blue below. There it is. So there. Everything is 4-star, 5-star except for easy views. So I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna click on the star and then I'm gonna change the rating to 4.5. And there you go. Got it. Now have this one. Let me check if this is right. May extra column kasi ako eh. So I'm gonna make it bigger. Oh, mali ang position nitong price. It's mali because it's not in its column. So all I need to do is click on price and move it inside that column. And this one inside that column. And the star to inside that column. Di pa ako sure meron pa column sa gitna eh. So buburahin ko itong column sa gitna kasi 2 columns lang dapat. There. So I now have two columns, 2 rows. And if I'm not mistaken, this should look like the original. Are you guys still there? Are you still awake? Okay na? We can stop the webinar. That was, wow, that was like 20 minutes of doing that. But of course, I'm slow because I'm explaining everything repetitiously. We're not finished. We have to add in some words underneath. How are you? What do you say? Were we able to successfully copy this blog post? At least the top part. Can you answer in a complete sentence so I know actually which sentence you're asking here? So this is how it's done. Okay, this is the task that creates your passive income. You just continue until you reach the end, and obviously it's very hard to explain if you can't see my finger, on the screen. You can't. Can you see the mouse move? Can you see the mouse? Can everybody type the words "I can see the mouse" because I'm not sure if you can, right? Because I can't see myself doing this. So can you actually see the mouse move when I do this? Okay. Kita niyo yung mouse. What's the color of the mouse? Is it black and small? Or is it red? Is this something rotating above the mouse? Because in my copy here in my computer, the mouse has a rotating red something. So you can actually see where it is. Pero maybe in your version, baka you cannot see my rotating mouse. So actually my mouse is bigger when I do a demo like this. I've been teaching demos. Ayan, very good. You see red circle? Oh, good. At least nakita niyo yung red circle. I've been doing demos since 2008. I know how hard it is. That's why what I did with this one is I copied the 3 times. I did it 3 times. Okay. So now, by the way, when you narrow this down, it works on a cell phone as well. See? Ganyan itsura niya sa cell phone. Ganyan itsura niya sa tablet. So that's why you use WordPress with Thrive Themes. It works. It still works even though you have a cell phone. Okay, so let's continue. Or do you want to continue? So more of the same. What we're going to do right now is more of the same. It's now no longer columns. It's now a different thing. Okay? It's words. Yeah, thank you very much. So, buti naman nakikita niyo yung mouse pointer na may pula. I actually purchased that software, so it's easier for you to follow. All right, so at the bottom here, there's a box, another content box. It's another content box that has favorite Thrive Leads features, okay? So all I need to do is create another box. And let me make this wide so you can see it. And on the left side, we need to find a box. Now, there's a content box, but in Thrive, there is a specific box. There's a specific box you can use for stuff like that. Wait, hanap lang ako kung meron, kung makita ko. Pag hindi ko makita, ayan, it's a styled box. See that? There's a different kind of box. So look for boxes here on the left. And you can see there's a styled box and a content box. I'm going to try to do a styled box and drag it down here below the content box, which is wrong. X ko yan. It should be below the content box. It should be inside that. So since I made a mistake, I'm just gonna click that and erase it, or just go here on the left, lower left, and click undo. Minsan hindi nag-work ang undo so binubura ko na lang. Yeah. So there. So let me try it again. Box and style box, and bring that here below content box, below columns there. I still need to be inside the gray area there. So the content box looks like this. These are it has decorations. You see that? Yeah. Sorry, you can't see my screen. Sorry. All right. So we redo this. Wait, sandali. So what we need now is this one, this box with the favorite Thrive Leads features. Okay. So to do that, I need to erase this malito. I just go get another content box here on the left side and drag it here, but make sure it's still inside my gray content box. So it's below the columns. There should be a blue text that says below columns. So there's another content box there, but this one is bordered blue. So we can just scroll down. Now, by the way, since my content box is now green, so the left side will display the content box. Most people, especially those not used to using the mouse, they would click everywhere. Click here, click there, click, 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 click. And they're going to wonder, so how come the left side doesn't display the content box information? Or they click on the price, and then on the left side, they say icons. So they don't know how to make the content box information appear. So what you need to do is pay attention to what you're clicking on. Most people just click and click and click, not knowing if you click on one thing, it actually changes the left side of the screen. So if I click here, it changes the left side. Click there, change the left side. Click there, change the left side. I mean, stop clicking kung saan saan na lang. And that's why it's really, Thrive Themes uses green to show you where the mouse, you just clicked it. So I go to content box, it becomes green. So the left side becomes about the content box, okay? Technically, what you're clicking on is an object, okay? It's an object on screen, and the left side is called the properties of the screen. So this is an old concept called object-oriented, design. So when there's an object and you just absent-mindedly click on it, the left side properties will appear, okay? So make sure you know what you're clicking on. Right? Some people, their brain is clicking on it, but their mouse is not being clicked. So you're looking at the question mark and you're saying, how come the left side doesn't allow me to change the icon? But you're not clicking on the question mark. Your brain is clicking on the question mark, but your hand is not following. What you should be doing is take your mouse, take your hand, put it on the mouse, drag it to the question mark, click the question mark, and the left side will now display the icon. Properties. Everybody type the word object plus properties. Okay, so make sure you understand how that works. Okay, object and properties are so prevalent in computers, okay? Especially if you're using an iPad. For you, if you use an iPad, you just dot. It's very easy because your brain doesn't stop telling your finger to point at something, right? If this was an iPad tablet, you would just put your finger on the question mark and the icon properties will appear and there's no problem. But if you're using a mouse, people usually just forget to use the mouse. Okay, so what am I going to do? I'm going to click on content box now. It becomes green because I want to put a blue border around it. So the properties of the content box is on the left, right? So if I want to put a blue border on this thing, I would go to its properties. Now it says decorations, and there are many options here. I'm just gonna look for something that allows me to put a border around it. I do not know what that is. There it is. It says borders and corners. So what I need to do is make sure it has a color. So this is a black color. So I click on black and select the blue. Now, you can select the blue here on the left, right? And then select there. So it's really bright blue and click apply. And there you have it. I now have a blue border. I can even make it thicker by going up here to the px or the pixel. There. So now I have a blue border. Amazing. So there you have it. A square, a rectangle with a blue border. Now, that's familiar. How do you go back? You click on, Jomar, I want to make another icon. So what's the fastest way to make an icon? I'll just take this icon here, duplicate it, click on it, go to the cross, drag it down there into the content box, click on it again, and then go to icon options, icon, and then click on the pencil, and then type thumb, because it's a thumb, right? And there it is. And select, there you have it. Thumbs up sign there. I now have a thumbs up sign. And there, I just copied that. Now I'm gonna go back. Upper left-hand corner is an arrow left. It means to go back. Now I can go back, or I can just be super lazy and just drag words in. What do you mean by drag words in? I mean, I'm gonna put in some words here, right? Favorite, thrive, leads, features, something like that, right? So I can just copy this thing, right? Copy that thing. I'm lazy, right? And right click and copy. Now why am I copying it? It's long, so I don't want to type it in. So how do I do that? How do I put words there? Can I paste? No, not yet. You take this word support, you copy it, you click on this, the copy, you drag it underneath the thumb, below icon, and out comes those word support. Click, double click, right click, paste. Not finished because there's a center button here. There. And who typed it? I didn't type it. He typed it. I just copied it. There. See that? Just copied it. So that thing that I just did looks fancy. Can you type it in? Copying that from here, from this original to my version, was that fancy? Were you amazed at how fast I was able to copy that? It looked fast because all I did was, Control C to copy, Control V to paste. Yeah. And those things, they feel like you have to be techie. But in reality, you've been doing that using your brain's been doing copying from the beginning. You're just not used to thinking that these basic skills, like pressing Control C, pressing Control V, pressing Control A, those are basic skills. Those things work when you're using a tablet. It's called copy paste. Those things work when using a smartphone. And most people don't take the time to study, to learn what does Control A do, what does Control C do. And you don't use it often enough that when I say press Control C, you don't know where the C is. You don't know how to press Control, which is weird because computers have been around for more than 20 years. 30 years, actually. 37 years. So maybe it's time you know how to press Control, because that's exactly what you do when you press Shift on a typewriter. How do you press Shift, small case, uppercase on a typewriter? Do you remember? If you have not used a typewriter, I cannot help you. Why? Because that's basic. All right. Now, if you notice, Thrive Leads, his version is red. So all I have to do is highlight my Thrive Leads and make sure it's not red, right? Now, I think his version is red because it has a link. So I just click on clear formatting there, and there's no more color. Right? Now, I've highlighted it. See that? I highlighted it. I looked around here on the left side, and it says clear formatting. I've selected it. Now it's no longer blue. Now I can change it to red by looking for there. font color, the first one here on the top. Click that. And I usually select the easy access colors here in the bottom. Don't really select from these, all the colors in the color wheel. Just use the colors here, pre-selected, and then apply. And now it's red. And there you get it. May title na tayo. Okay? Now this next part is called a bullet. Everybody type the word bullet list. And the bullet list is actually two columns wide. So it's not an ordinary bullet. So we need to put in 2 columns. This part is super hard when you're not using Thrive themes, when you're using WordPress alone. You will have to imagine it. But here, again, you go to columns. Okay? By the way, I made a mistake of clicking it. That's why lumalabas siya. So there are 2 ways. No? You drag it so you can position it properly, or you click. But if you click it, it's not in the right place. You have to drag it up there. So it appears there. See that? And it's 2 columns there. I got 2 columns. Again, now you've seen how to manipulate columns. So I'll just save it for a while and take a break. 3-minute break, everyone. For questions and anything else. Okay, we're back. Sabi ni, question from Sean. Do I have to be online while using Thrive theme? Yes. Do you have to be online when using WordPress? Yes. Welcome to the new world. When purchasing Thrive themes, will I subscribe to it monthly or annually? Juliet, my suggestion is you get Thrive themes annually. It's cheaper. Plus, you don't actually feel the expense because you just pay once a year. That's what I do. Okay, Reggie. Hindi po ba kasama ang Thrive Teams sa paid WordPress site? WordPress is created by one company. Thrive Teams is created by another company. So no, it's not part of the payment. Next, thank you. Nad, how do you subscribe? Paano ba ang subscription ng Thrive Team for WordPress account or domain? No. As long as you own the WordPress accounts, as long as you own the domain name, you can put your Thrive themes in many different domain names or WordPress accounts. Okay? Jomar, I checked the live meeting video and sad to say that the screen said lecture contents. Yes, Claudine. What is your account name? Have you registered for the Autopilot 202 website yet? If it says lecture contents locked, you need to register. Okay. Claudine, what's your last name? Kennedy. You need to register. If you saw that it was locked, then you haven't registered at all. So there's no way for that system to actually know who you are. I mean, you need to register first. So the only way I can help you is I actually know your email address. Para I can register you in there. Okay, folks? So, hindi siya sad to say. Normal naman. Normal naman. Just need to register yourself para makapasok ka. Let me check that. Hanapin ko lang. I need to know your email address, my dear Claudine, because I don't know kung if you've already been registered to that course. If it's locked, obviously you haven't registered. And you probably have not received the code. Claudine, ikaw ba si Claudia? O Angie? I don't know. You just have a first name, so I need their whole name. Okay, folks? So I can help you right now. I don't know who you are, so you know, actual full name would work. Ikaw pala si Klodsky. Ito po. Andito ka, sandali. Sandali lang. Na-interview ka na ba? Kailangan ata ma-interview ka na no? Okay. Klodsky Tabada. Let me check your courses. How did you enter this, Claudine? Anong course na kinuha mo kaya kasama sa Autopilot 202? Oh, just tell me because I don't remember. The mechanics of the challenge are simple. There's just be the first one to make a copy of either this review blog post or another review blog post. It has to be a review blog post. A review blog post looks exactly like what we're doing right now. Eksaktong eksakto. Ganito po ang itsura ng isang review blog post. And all we're doing is copying it, right? Right. Okay. Okay na. Sandali lang ha. So nakita ko yung payment mo ni Claudine, therefore hindi ka pa naka-register sa IBS din. So i-register kita sa IBS. And the IBS actually allows you to open 202 kasi naka-bundle siya. Okay, Lux? So pasok kita sa IBS 2018. Dali ah. And you're in. Okay. So if you're in IBS 2018, you automatically get Claudine yung 202 access. Pinasok na kita. Okay, just a moment. I'm gonna look for the link ng Thrive. Here is the Thrive Teams link. So for those looking for the Thrive Teams link, I'm gonna plug this in. So that's the Thrive Teams link. And for the WordPress, it gives you the tutorial on how to get a hosted WordPress using chat. Yeah. So, nagsisimula pa lang ako ng WordPress site. Kailangan ko pa ba ng hosting at bumili ng domain name sa ibang website, or can I do it also WordPress site? Reggie, what's your URL? What's your link? Show me what you mean na WordPress site. Para maintindihan ko where you actually, nagsisimula ka, what does that mean? When you're reading a book, if you actually have a WordPress site, give me the name. Thank you. Yung .com. May download link ba yung PDF dun sa Autopilot 202? Yes. But the PDF is actually all the handouts. Wait, I'm going to show you the handouts. You're actually looking at one of those. The blog post that we're copying, that's part of the handouts. So let me open up. So I'm looking now, I'm showing you this is the IBS 2018 screen, okay? And I just click on the first one, January, and click on start, okay? Just click on start, and if it's empty, kasalanan ko. Okay, it's empty. Kainis. Let me go back, and there has to be a link, but anyway, click on this one. Okay, it's empty. So I need to put it here. I'm going to put here the link to the Autopilot 202. Kasi usually, if you want to see the bundled ones, the bundled stuff, you go here sa left side. May nakalagay included courses. Kasi dito yun. FB ads and Instagram. It should be here. Since it's not here, I'm going to add it in. I'm going to add it in now para fun. Okay? Sandali lang. Babalikan ko siya, tapos lalagyan ko siya ng yun. Para ma-access nyo na agad yung recording. This is IBS. And naalala ko ginawa ko na to eh, pero apparently I didn't. So, whatever. So, added ko na. So if you're in 202 or your IBS, you get auto income 202, FB ads 404, and Instagram stories 2018 happening next month. Okay, wait, we're not finished. Okay, nilagay ko na rin yung autopilot. And for those looking for handouts, I'm going to show you what it looks like right now. Okay. So this is Autopilot 202, okay? And you see on, this is actually what opens up. You go to video, that's there. You go to handouts. This, it shows you all the materials there. Yeah. Yeah. These are all the handouts that I showed during the live events. If you want to make any meaning as to what these are for, go check out the live event first. We run through all of this. Okay? So nandiyan yung handouts and yung mga PDFs. I'm gonna make them available for download as well. But they're just websites actually. Just Google it, makikita mo na sa internet sila. Okay? So next is, so Lovely is asking, for IBS well-designed success, may content na po ba dapat? Wala po kasi nakikitang laman. So for Lovely, for IBS 2018, your content is this. Because we haven't started. We start on one day after Valentine's in IBS. That's Instagram. So that's what we're supposed to learn. Okay? So for well-designed success, we actually start this Sunday in an orientation webinar. So we're going to send an email for that. Okay? Well-designed success, we have a webinar this Sunday and a webinar the following Saturday. So linggo yun. Okay? So, Loveleya, check ko lang yung website na sinasabi mo, Loveleya, ha? Kasi baka kailangan galawin ko lahat yan ngayon. So, did you see the, I made a calendar kasi for those of you na tumitingin dun sa Joma Hilario Virtual Careers. I made a calendar para makita niyo ano yung, hanapin ko lang, expected things na dapat natin gawin. So, okay, wala dito yung kalendaryo. It's in the other computer. But I posted it already publicly, yung kalendaryo. Okay. Alright. So, ang tanong ni... Sabi ni Loveleya, yung together, IBS and well-designed success na course, wala pang laman. Tingnan natin kung totoo. Kasi bundle lang to eh. So, to be able to see the contents of this, wala. Kaya naman pala, walang laman. Okay, lalagyan ko ng laman. So, inililink lang namin yun sa sa existing. So, if you're looking for instant virtual skills, so well-designed success, ayan. So, nilalagyan ko na ng laman ngayon, Lovely, ha? Tapos, option instant virtual skills, didikit ko din siya. Sana, ay pakita ng IBS. If it contains other courses, it can't be bundled. That's what I remember. If a course contains another course, you cannot bundle it. Parang ganun. Tignan natin. So yun. Ilalagyan ka na ng laman tong IBS Online plus Well-Designed Success. Kailangan bigyan ka na lang pala ng ng membership, no? Sandali. Lovely, hanapin ko yung account mo. Tapos bibigyan kita ng membership sa Well-Designed Success at saka sa IBS. Kasi nga, we actually formally start, sa ano pa? Sa February. That's like tomorrow, right? So we have to formally start by February. That's why wala pang laman. Kasi nga, all the stuff you're getting is bonus, 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 bonus. So yung IBS mo, meron ka na palang membership sa IBS, at saka Well-Designed Success, at saka sa Instagram. Ayun naman pala meron ka na. Okay. We still haven't put anything there because our formal start is Feb this Sunday. An evening webinar na orients everyone how it proceeds. So since nandito na rin lang kayo, for those of you who are involved in IBS, IBS is, wait, I'll just look for a calendar. IBS starts the day after Valentine's Day. So, halimbawa, yung puso mo. So, we don't give you any time to think about your heart. No? Immediately, you will go to my Instagram. You go to your Instagram on your cell phone and you're going to see my message on February 15. Okay, February 15. We already gave you instructions. Did you get that? Instructions on how to open up your... Dali na mawala ako. How to open up your Instagram account and send it to us. So, yung Instagram nyo, pwede namin makita. So, pwede na namin, we can add you to the private account of Instagram Masterclass. That's the formal start of IBS, February 15. Okay? So, dapat, so dapat you have an Instagram account already, and you submit that to Lorenzo. Okay, for those of you in IBS in Instagram marketing, Lorenzo at Jomer Hilario, you have to submit to him your IG username. Meron siya ibibigay sa inyong form. You fill that up. Okay, that's for Instagram marketing. You need to do this now. If you haven't been receiving emails from us on how to select a niche, actually all the instructions are in the Instagram marketing course already. Okay, so Lableya, if you said, I don't have any instructions sa IBS, actually you do. IBS month 1 is Instagram. So you open up the Instagram, and even if you didn't open up, you should be receiving emails saying we have a new lesson, check it out. Okay, submit mo yung Instagram account mo. So that's the formal start of IBS, right? So the formal start of Well-Designed Success is Feb 4, yung Sunday na yan, which is this coming Sunday, I think. Yun. My fault, hindi ko na warn kayo na it is coming Sunday na, but I actually did put a calendar out there. And I made it, design ko pa si kalendaryo para masaya. Apparently, wala nakapansin. Okay. Anyway. So, yan. Ano ba? Tanong, Bundle 7. Jessie, ang Bundle 7 kasi ano yan? IBS and... Sandali, Jessie. It's not literally Bundle 7. It's literally... two different courses bundled together plus the retreats. So, ibang kwento yun sa kanya. Tignan ko yung account mo, Jessie. Kung na-register ka na. Jessie, last name, please. Villavicencio. Ano bang relationship sa mga Villavicenciong sikat? Janice, anong confirmation tinutukoy mo? I filled up already, did not receive something. What do you mean? I don't understand. So, yeah. Actually, Jessie, meron ka naman palang may access ka naman pala sa Instagram marketing. So, okay ka na dun sa part na yon. Actually. Here. Conquers meron lang kita dyan. Tapos, well-designed success. In-enroll na rin kita. Well-designed success, just enroll ka na doon at saka sa yung isa pa. Wala pa kami sa retreat kasi hindi pa tapos yung retreat eh. Wala pang course ang retreat kasi yung retreat is a live event. Okay, Docs? Okay na, Jessie. Nakuha ko na. Instagram. Okay lang yan, Instagram. Basta sinubmit mo, okay na yan, Janice. Basta na-submit mo na, okay na. Hindi mo na kailangan ng actual. I have to do this, wala na. Okay. You will gain access to the Instagram accounts kasi ma-manual namin i-add kayo dun sa Instagram account. Yun ang catch dun. Kaya magtagal. And we have 2 weeks to do that. Okay? So don't worry about the confirmation. Once you submit it, you're not expecting to receive an email. What happens is you gain access to the Instagram ko. Okay? And which means we'll send you an email later kung anong pangalan ng Instagram account. Only those who are given the name of the Instagram account can actually see it. The rest, they can search for it. Hindi nila mahahanap. Okay, Docs? So, ganun lang yan. Mundong Instagram na tayo. We'll make sure you have access to it sa week ng Valentine's before February 15. Okay? Yun lang. Okay? Just in case. For those of you na nag-iisip, naku, yung mag-Instagram, it doesn't really matter. The only thing you need to be busy with is, do you know how to use a smartphone? Because you don't know how to use a smartphone, you're really gonna have a hard time understanding how this works. You have to be so used to using the smartphone. And if the only thing you do with your phone is to call and text, you better know how to use that keyboard, okay? You better know how to use the screen, okay? And if your phone is full of apps and pictures and videos, it's your job to erase those things because we're going to be putting a lot of apps in your phone. Yes? And I heard somebody complain, oh, you should have told me what kind of phone to buy because my phone is so puno. I mean, ikaw nang bahala dun. If it's your phone is puno, you erase stuff. Like, you know what I did to my iPhone? I erased everything. And so, I now have space for new apps because I erased everything, right? So, if I can erase everything, you can erase everything. I-backup mo lang, right? I don't need to advise you to get a phone with a higher memory. Just erase junk. There's a lot of junk on your phone. Your pictures, no? You use Google Photos to back up everything on your phone. I mean, what I mean by everything, I mean all the pictures and videos. Google Photos will do it for you for free. All you have to do is make sure your Wi-Fi is connected on your phone. And maybe after 1 week, everything is already backed up in the internet. Erase the pictures on the phone. You now have space, okay, those on your phone for the apps that we're going to use in Instagram. Actually, hindi lang sa Instagram. In IDS, we're going to be using a lot of apps. And what I do, once I use an app, I erase it. Tapos na ako eh. So, I have more space for new apps. Okay, Docs? So, there. We actually are overtime already. Do you still want to continue? I don't want to go up to 12 kasi unang-una, I need to do something before 12. Do you want me to continue this? This is just words. I'm just going to finish up the bullet point and we'll just let you continue this yourselves. Okay lang? So we finish up the bullet points and we're done. So here it is. This is what we're copying. Since we literally gonna copy, I'm just gonna take all these things and copy them. And go here. It's just a column, so hindi siya pwedeng lagyan ng words. I need to go here and drag in paragraph text. Wait, mayroong bullets dito. Drag ko na yung bullets agad. Hindi, oh well, I'm just gonna word bullet. Bullets? Wala. So I'm going to use text here, drag it down here in the column, and I'm gonna just go ahead and hit unordered list, which is a bullet, and press Control V to paste everything, because that's how you paste, right? So for those who didn't catch that, I'm going to do it again on the right side, okay? I'm gonna go back to the sample. You can see it naman, ano? You can see everything. Okay. Then go back to the sample. Gonna highlight every word on the right side, and make sure to copy also that one, and then copy. Right click and then copy, and then come here on the left. Drag the paragraph and text here. Don't type anything yet. Select unordered list. Okay, and then Control V or Command V for Mac, and there you have it. Okay, it's there. Now I need to remove this. I actually don't know how to remove this. I'm gonna go to number 7 and press backspace, and I'm gonna remove this first line here. I'm gonna move down one into the letter P. Move my mouse down, and then press backspace on the keyboard. So mali kasi may nabura ako, so I'm gonna undo it by pressing Control Z to undo. Go back to the letter P there and press backspace, and there you have it. I was able to copy that. Now, you might say, oh, wow, baka bawal copyhin yan. Actually, here's what I mean by copying the features. Go to another thing. You could Thrive, theme, something, features. Okay. So if your brain is saying, I don't want to copy blah, 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 then I'm just gonna Google a list of features of Thrive themes, okay? And it's now called Thrive Architect. So, and just gonna copy these words, see that? Now, since we're not reviewing Thrive themes, you should be Googling Thrive leads, because this is what this blog post is about. And obviously out comes the official website, right? The official website will come in, and then just look for the list of features and copy it there. Same thing, right? If you don't want to copy this one because you're feeling more you're guilty, whatever, so just look for a list here with benefits. There it is. Design and deploy. Just copy that and then put it here. Whatever. Change these words and use whatever you saw. Design and deploy. What is that? Advanced targeting. Let's type it in. Now I don't wanna, sorry. I do not want to, I'm gonna put it here. I don't want to copy and paste. Advanced targeting. Because pag copy and paste ko, yung fat na text na yan, magiging fat din sa akin. Ayoko. So they want A/B test. Distant form types. I just change it to testing engine because that's what it says. Testing engine. So this is the official website. You are actually free to copy from the official website. Obvious, right? They want you to sell the product. It's great that you're gonna copy those. So I'm gonna move on, and that's it. Nakopya ko na siya. Right? And I'm gonna scroll, and there it is. Now this graph I cannot copy because it's about Robbie's accomplishment. So I'm not gonna copy the graph. The word summary, I need to copy that, but I need to use my own words. Now when you use this one to copy, everybody say the words use your own words. When it's text na, yung parang prose or parang essay na, you cannot use his words. Okay? You need to use your own words, because this is the part that what you're afraid of, your copyright, blah blah blah. This is the part that you can get in trouble for copyright violation. So when it's prose, sentences, go ahead and copy it, paste it there, and make sure you use your own. Here is where you're going to use your own link. So you get rid of his link and make sure you insert your own link. And you just use your own words and remove this part, because that's what he said. And remove this part because it's not true. And now it's now one sentence. And one sentence cannot be copyrightable. Right? Remember that. There's no way he can sue you because you copied one sentence. Right? Just one sentence. And of course, the formatting needs to be copied as well. So it says here the word summary is capital. Oh no, it's blocked. So make it blocked there. And the word period must be italicized. So there. Alam mo, hindi ko alam bakit ko nag-drag siya ng lumiliit. Pero hindi ko ayaw eh. Ano so, ano ba yan? Hindi ko alam bakit siya nagaganon eh. Anyway, that's done. I'm going to stop here because it's all just going to be a repetition of columns and icons. Buttons are the same story. There is a button here on the left. Just drag it down there. Sorry, mali. So take the button, take the button on the left, drag it down here, and it's not the right color. It should be orange. Click that. Make sure it's bright orange because the original is bright orange. See that? It's not bright enough, so you need to just select a shade of orange that's bright. There, and apply. So ganun lang din. Copy every element you see. Bullets, prices, table of contents, same story. Then this just another list. This part here is the content upgrade. You do not have a content upgrade, so you just don't copy that part, because content upgrade only works if you have more than one blog post. This one goes to your second blog post. Since you don't have a second, you don't copy that. And the rest is just a complete copy, because this is just an enumeration of the features of the Thrive Leads opt-in form, which is actually not copyrightable. It's taken from the original website as well. So ganyan lang yan. So these are like screenshots of lead groups, which you can actually steal from here as well. Get the stuff here, copyhin mo lang. And that's it. Screenshots of lead groups. Kung wala ka makita dyan and you don't have a copy of the program, use lead groups, Thrive, and Google it. You'll be able to find screenshots of lead groups here. Very simple, especially if it's official. It has the logo of Thrive Teams. Nobody can tell you you can't copy it. It's a screenshot of software that somebody else owns that you're promoting. Right? So given that, I think it's not exhaustive, but I think you understand how it works. You need to go through the whole, and if you don't know what that is called, just compare. What is this? It's like a button. Type mo yung word na button sa left, and you can say, oh, this is what a button looks like. The entire process of doing this will teach you many things. It'll teach you copywriting. It'll teach you how to use Thrive Themes. It'll teach you how to make a fancy website from scratch. And in the process, you can build an asset that can give money to you. It feels slow, even for me. It feels slow because it's a lot of detail. But if I did this by myself without talking, it's going to be faster because I don't have to keep repeating myself, right? And I don't have to explain that I need to bring the mouse there. It's really faster if you do it quiet, okay? So give yourself a challenge of doing this. This formula has worked for many, many years, and it has given these people a lot of income. And consider this, that if a client sees your 21-page blog post, it's a instant hire. Everybody type the word instant hire. Why? I mean, you're not just an expert. You know how to make a blog post that complicated. You understand me? So they can hire you to do Thrive themes. They can hire you to do their affiliate pages. They can hire you to make up websites. So many things, right? And at the same time, using the same blog post, you can earn, right, as an affiliate. It's very easy to become an affiliate for them, for Thrive, if you have a very long blog post already. Okay. Now, in parting, I want to leave you with a Google search, which is makes things a bit easier. Hey, Jomar, the website you made this copy, no? That's from Robbie Richards. Can we copy others? Yeah, sure. You definitely can. And make sure it's actually as detailed as this one. So all I need you guys to do, if you don't want to copy the Robbie Richards framework, the one we're copying right now, it's just simply, go to Google, okay? And I'm going to do that now. By the way, this is the link to Robbie Richards thing. And there it is. I would just go to Thrive Leads, Thrive Leads review there. And I'm going to look for there, the first one. Anyway, sorry, this is not Google. So notice I don't use Google. Yeah, that's true. One of those big things you can learn from observing. So this is Thrive Leads. This is by Sean Quarton. It's the number one lead. It's the number one. So you just copy this. However, if it's full of words, it's harder to copy this because it's not full of words. It's full of screenshots. Oh, you can copy this. Masyado siya maraming words. It's harder to copy this because it's sorry, hindi niyo pala nakikita, no? Can you see it? No, you can't see it, right? Right. If you find a review that's so full of words, may wordy siya, mahirap kopyahin because the guy is an actual blogger. So, mas magagalit yan sa'yo pag kinopya mo. Yung kay Robbie, halos walang words, parang screenshots. So what you can do with this one is just copy the screenshots, and put in your own words. Now, when you see something like this, basic settings, blah, 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 this is exactly what Robbie just did. It's words from the screen copied into the blog post. Just copy. You can go ahead and copy this because there's nothing original with these words. Okay, they're just the words that he sees on the screenshot. He just puts it in the post, and that's a secret. They put in a lot of words, therefore a lot of income comes in. Yun lang. I know medyo rush yung part na yun, but I just mentioned that also in the live event that don't worry about copyright. If you're really worried, just show me the before, what you copied from and what you did. And the contest runs hanggang February 13. Please do join the contest. You have to be the first to show me a completed 20-page, at least 20-page review blog post. It's reviewing something. And it must have those elements, star rating, icons, summary, bullet points. You're copying the format that we showed you today here because it's a format that works, okay? So we want to stand on the shoulders of giants, people who've come before us, and learn from what they have done. So do follow that format, okay? You may be promoting something else. Make sure it's expensive. It's in US dollars. But for now, you can just go ahead and copy that blog post, including the contents, using some of your own words. You cannot just pick any topic, Reggie. I gave you the product to promote. I gave you the actual sample. Copy that. Copy that. Copy Thrive Teams review. You can do a Thrive Architect review. So how do you do that? You just Google it. Google for a Thrive Architect review. Right? I find it strange that I have to show you how to use Google. So let's do it. Let's show you how to use Google. Google. And so hindi pwedeng any topic. Gagawa ka ng review, any topic. Are you kidding? Anong pagkakitaan yun? Mauubos yung oras mo. Architect, review. And you will see Authority Hacker has a post. Kunin mo yan. Kunin mo yung second. Kunin mo yung third. Tapos i-compare mo. You can just, compare which one you like to copy. Now, this is, tinan mo yung sample. It looks just like, kay Robbie. Kasi yung Robbie is hindi yung original. So, it looks just like Robbie's post. So, meron siyang icons, may star rating, blah, blah, blah. We like, we don't like, blah, blah, blah. So, this is Authority. This is WP Crafter. Iba naman ang style niya. Pero maraming boxes din. Kasi ito naman, Smart Business Trends. May box pero hindi masyadong serious. Medyo serious ito. Huwag mong copyhin pag masyadong serious. Meaning too many words. So, you can do a Thrive Architect review. Any Thrive product would do. Because it's very detailed. Okay, docs? If you are selling something else and you are earning from selling that product, then go ahead and make a review for that. But you do need to put in a lot of pictures. Okay? Please do take up the challenge and do that contest. That's a 10,000 pesos value for you to get a free course, a free solo course in Virtual Careers Academy. So thank you so much for joining me today. For those in IBS, we formally start in Instagram. For those of you in Instagram, obviously, yun din yun. And thank you so much for joining. And please continue to learn. I did not have to do that contest, but somebody asked, and I'm just giving it to you, so you're encouraged to do it. Okay? Wala namang spec ng smartphone na requirement. Just make sure you just get rid of the junk in there so there's enough space for apps. Now, if you're using a 16 gig phone, you're probably gonna have to delete everything because 16 gig is too small, I think. I'm using a 32 gig phone and napuno ko naman yung 32 gig phone. Okay? Napuno ko. I just have to move all the pictures to the SD card. Pero yung apps, ito gawin nyo kasi. You're using a phone, you figure out how to move all the pictures. Pwede mo kasing i-program sa Android yun eh. When you take a picture, it doesn't go to the phone memory. It goes to the SD card. And if you don't have an SD card, pumunta ka sa Lazada, bumili ka. Have it delivered to your house. Find out the maximum SD card of your phone. Buy it from Lazada. Plug it into your phone and tell your Android, every time you take a video or a picture, you move it, you bring it to the SD card. So your main memory of your phone is devoted to apps only. Yon. And I said, paulit-ulit, do not forget to install Google Photos, which will automatically, for Android, automatically back up all your photos to the internet. Yes, and you don't even have to do anything, just keep it open. Okay? Google Photos. Simple as that. And even if you're using an iPhone, it will still work. Google Photos. Wala pong bayad yun. Libre. Unlimited. Backup, it will back up all your photos. So now you know how to back up your photos on your phone and have more space for your stuff you need. So Google Photos, install it on all your machines so it backs up all your photos. Okay? Especially on your smartphones. Okay, thank you so much for joining us. I know you learned a lot today. God bless. Thanks so much. I'll see you in the contest. I hope one of you wins. Okay? And if those doesn't win, but you're able to complete, then you have now a functioning blog post for affiliate marketing, which you will be using because I'll be teaching more affiliate marketing publicly. I've been talking to Pat Flynn, who is the #1 affiliate marketer in the world, and we're going to do a webinar together somewhere in March. So watch out for that. Okay? God bless. Kung may tanong, ano na lang, email na lang ha, kasi I need to do something before 12 midnight strikes. Okay? So, I'll see you then. Live a marvelous life. You're in the right place. Just let me assure you, you're in the right place. This stuff works. You just have to believe it works for you. Ganun lang yun. Okay? Ganun lang yun. Every mentor I've, I've attended is saying all this stuff. Yun din. And I pay them to remind me of stuff I already know. You know what? Kasi we all need it. We all need the training. I go to training, you go to training, pareho lang tayo. The mentors all go to training. The mentors of the mentors go to training. And the ideas are all the same. So, you just have to believe it works for you, Claudine. Kahit na mahaba ang journey. Monday, ang journey ni Ivy is 2 years before she became a top-rated Upwork VA. So if you haven't been doing this for 2 years committed, average yan. So keep working on it. God bless. Bye.